Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Kengan Omega Chapter 233, titled Everlasting Peace. Sorry there was no reaction last week. I was doing travel, and was moving between houses, and had a lot of people around, so there was just really no good opportunity for me to do really any videos last week, which is why there hasn't been anything. But I'm back now. To give a little bit of my thoughts and feelings on the last chapter. It seemed neat. I did not expect Luohan to be the other connector. They're here now. God knows what that's going to mean for all of the non-combatants in the room. I guess there's really only one way for us to find out what exactly is going to happen, but before we get into that, as always, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into the chapter, shall we? So let's see here. How many pages we got? The usual? Yep. As you can clearly see, I am a clone of the Connector. I suppose that would make me a villain from your standpoint. CEO of the Death Dealers, Shen Luohan. Ooh, yeah. Looks even more like Oma than Shen does. Doesn't have the weird eyeballs. Does have that silly mustache. I like the suit. I kind of dig the pattern on the suit. I'd probably look disgusting in real life, but I like it in the Kengan art style. Everyone's shocked. Nogi realizes that he looks like Oma and Ryuki. That face. You're the Connector's clone? That I am. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Nogi Hideki. Feel free to call me Luohan, by the way. No need for formalities. Well, aren't you casual? Metsudo's got that big aura around him. He speaks up. Young man, do you care to explain yourself? Yes, of course. But I'm afraid I'm not the best public speaker. So I'll have him give the explanation. Hey, Jan. How are ya? Hey everybody, I'm in charge of the worm. What a casual meeting for such people. Alright guys, you know that terrorist organization you've been dealing with for like the last 5 years? I'm its leader. Hello. And I'm his bodyguard. That you are, a new guy whose name we still haven't learned. Will you be worth a shit? I don't know. Your goggles are kind of dumb though, I can't lie. And now everyone really starts freaking out. Calm down, everyone. We're not here to hurt anyone. Of course, none of the CEOs are happy about this or trust these people. This whole thing was a put-up job. Are you sure? I mean, maybe it was Nogi, but, you know, it seems like they're just here to talk. I'll start us off since I got volunteered. Thank you, Jan. It's much appreciated. Mr. Nogi said that this was a quote-unquote put-up job. And yes, he's exactly right. Oh, well, shit. Although, wait, if I had to be more precise, the situation's a bit more complicated than that. Have a seat, old man. We're gonna be here a while. Well, thank God there's that conveniently placed chair for him. First of all, the Death Dealers were originally a PMC that broke off from the Worm. Interesting. Broke off. Sort of like the organization Gamukaku belonged to? Close, but not quite. The Worm and the Death Dealers are entirely separate entities now. Only a handful of the top brass, and now you fine ladies and gentlemen know about the connection. I see. However, we do have a symbiotic relationship. The Worm stirs up conflict all around the world, and the Death Dealers provide soldiers and arms to both sides. And now that I've put it into words, I guess we are the bad guys. So, the Worm causes agitation and provides funding. Death Dealers provide combatants and weapons. How nice. You guys have made a perfect business out of war. Very profitable. So now we have Reno and Togo here. Symbiosis indeed. These people are so vicious. Wish I could get a piece of that pie. You know, I think it's very intentional you're saying this now, and for some reason we've got you with your ass facing the camera. How fucking tight are those pants that you wear? You should if you want to be more comfortable, you should probably go like a size up or something. Then why did that symbiosis break down? The worm's been hunted down. Yeah, that's the natural thing to ask, isn't it? Mr. Yamashita, this has really taken a turn, hasn't it? I don't believe my eyes. But I don't get it. Why would they reveal their identities to us? The worm is like a fish that grew too big. Huh? Of course, it's only natural that being the oldest existing secret society, you'd expect an organization to grow after a few thousand years. How much do you want to bet this fish is AI generated? But we're just one organization. If we go up against a whole country, we're doomed to be eaten. That's a big, scary fish. It's probably also AI generated. What's he talking about? Ah. So, what, is he talking about the worm becoming, you know, like a school of fish? Or perhaps a parasitic worm? Our size made us conspicuous, so we needed to break ourselves down, naturally. So we had the Death Dealers destroy the worm across the world. Some of them fled, others went into hiding to bide their time. Some formed new organizations founded on the worm's ideology and continue their resistance. What even is your ideology, really? We've already seen a couple small-scale terrorist groups like that pop up. And we got this wonderful AI-generated group of people here. It's like the spoonful of sewage in a barrel of wine. Once they're mixed in, they're impossible to separate. He's right. The worm's dug itself even deeper into society. It's impossible to get rid of them now. But is this really what you want? You've lost the bulk of your organizational capabilities. That's no problem. As long as the worm's ideology of world harmony remains, that's enough to protect the world from the connector. The worm's ideology of world harmony. It protects the world from the connector? I'm slightly confused. What are you talking about? Don't pay him any attention, Yamashita. It's just the ravings of a lunatic. And accordingly, the Death Dealers have taken over the business that the worm had been performing. Oh, but not the terrorism, mind you. Just the cloak and dagger business they'd been doing for millennia. Oh, I see, of course. Not the terrorism, even though you're a PMC. And thanks to this, the Death Dealers have become popular worldwide. Most of our employees don't know that the Death Dealers are an offshoot of the worm. But our ideology is the same. We've dispatched them to different countries around the world, bring nice little gifts with them. Well, those are very powerful bombs. I don't suppose those are thermonuclear explosives, are they? War is a business, Jack. It really is turning. It really has turned into Metal Gear. Jesus Christ. We may not be able to achieve world domination, but at the very least, we can achieve world murder-suicide. Oh my god. Oh my god is right, Kaede. It's all over. It is all over, Yamashita. It's never been so over. We should at least take these guys down. You can try. It wouldn't work. With that being said, I'm sure neither of us wants to die for no reason. So I'd like to propose a truce. First, the Death Dealers demand membership in the Kengan Association. Second, we demand that you surrender Takeda Oma and Gao Ryuki to us. In return, the Worm and the Death Dealers will cease all acts of destruction. Not a bad trade-off for everlasting peace, is it? Honestly, not terrible. You know, you just want to continue connecting. But I don't know how long you'll do that for. Well, this certainly complicates things a little. Now, they might say no. Honestly, I'm not sure if they're more likely to say no or not. Because, gotta care about those MCs, gotta care about Oma and Ryuki. But at the same time, I think the vast majority of the Kengan Association reps don't really personally care that much about either of those two. So, if it's for the purpose of maintaining peace, they'll, leave them be. Death Dealers gets membership in the Kengan Association. Who the fuck would they... Who would they have as one of their combatants, I wonder? Would they use Oma or Ryuki? If they'd belong to them? I'm quite curious. It's interesting to think about. Well, that was a neat chapter. Not too much action, but some interesting information. Very interested in seeing whatever we're going to get next week. But with that, that's all I've got for this week's reaction. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Kengan Omega chapter reactions every week that we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Kengan Omega with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce in this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.